this goes right along with your video about your tree. This right here was a monster of a tree. It was huge, but it started breaking off slowly, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Similar to that one right over there. It just started breaking off. It didn't fall all at once. It didn't break it down all at once. It didn't just fall and crash. It stood there for years and years and years and years, getting broke a piece at a time. A storm at a time, one big wind gust at a time, and then towards the end, every day I was coming out here and picking up little limbs. And it wasn't big giant limbs. It was never a limb bigger than my arm at a time. It was little bitty pieces as time went on. But as time went on, one storm at a time, one battle at a time, you could see what was happening. Just exactly like the other tree. It had it on the outside, you could tell. But on the inside, full of dead men's bones. All the way. From the bottom of the tree, from the base of the tree, all the way to the very top. It had the appearance of a tree. It looks like a church. It had the appearance of a tree. It had big, strong, nice, big, thick tree like it was supposed to be. Had the limbs, had the leaves, bared the fruit. It had it all. It looks like a church. You see what I'm saying? They look like a Christian. They look like they got it all together. They look like they've got it figured out, but from the bottom to the top, the outside appearance don't mean nothing. What really matters is the condition of the heart. So you can be a big, nice, pretty tree with it all together. Have it all going for you, bearing fruit, bearing shade. Just like Jesus talked about the fig tree. He went over to get the figs, and it didn't have no figs on it. It was supposed to have figs. He cursed it. A week later, he comes walking by, and that fig tree had withered up and died because it was not bearing fruit for the master's use. Just like this tree, man. I had to cut this thing down. We had to cut it down, cut it up. And I'm just using it as a little water barrier here now. What once stood as a big, mighty, nice tree has been reduced to this. Same thing with us. A lot of times we get in the way. So many times we get caught up in appearance. We get caught up in what men want. We get caught up in cares of the life, cares of this world, cares of it all. And now it'll wind up eventually. It's going to be burnt. It's turned into firewood now. Just like us, one of these days. Unless we go to the cross, unless we find our way to the cross, unless we yield, surrender, submit to Christ, and make our way to the cross humbly, there's no chance for us either. We'll wind up not fit for anything, rotten to the core. Just have the outside appearance, have the look, the form, the fashion. I hope this makes sense. Love you. God bless you.